Welcome to 2025. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. A very happy new year to all of you, and I hope it started off well. Today, in the spirit of New Year's and new beginnings, we are diving into something exciting, the set of new launches that are set to shape Hyderabad's skyline this year. At a high level, we can see that most of these projects are concentrated around three clusters. Let's jump straight into it. The first cluster is Kokapet and Financial District. Most of you are fairly aware. This is the leading luxury segment, with especially with Neopolis in the mix. It remains a go-to micro market for premium living. The price points are anywhere between 9,000 to 13,000 per square feet, and this area primarily caters to end users, leaving a smaller slice for investors. I would say almost a 70% end user game. Well, thanks to its well established infrastructure, proximity to IT hubs, city center, it makes it a bit of an ideal choice for people making it their permanent address. The next cluster that we see where new homes crop up is Osman Nagar in Tellapur. This is an emerging corridor that strikes a good balance between investors and end users at this point. Attractive price points, radial road infrastructures that we've covered in some of our previous videos makes it a stronger investment potential while retaining some of that solid appeal for end users. The upcoming commercial developments and improved connectivity will make this particular area a promising medium to long term appreciation, especially for those who are looking for investment. And then last is a promising new frontier. We've gone about this particular area a few times already. It is quickly gaining attention as the Hyderabad's next biggest premium destination or luxury destination. Strategic location, competitive price point, I must say, at least for the new projects. Proximity to both ORR, upcoming High Court, airport, Budwel sort of makes it a compelling investment case while attracting some of the end users. There are already end users living in this location, especially ultra high net worth individuals. Lastly, hilly terrain, limited land supply, and robust infrastructure will further position this as a market to watch with long term value creating for its investors. Now, you might wonder why are there so many projects? Yes, it's mainly down to three factors, I would say. What is driving these launches? It is the end user demand. You would have seen that I think we hit about 100K sales in 2024 based on projections. It's still in growth, although there's been a bit of a slowdown in the last couple of quarters. But yes, I think largely end user demand is still there, it still exists. More people are looking to settle down, especially in Hyderabad's prime areas. And with more commercial and office space that is set to occupy, I think this is relatively, um, you know, a key factor for driving demand. The second is organic market growth. The city has come up until Nalagandla. There's a mall here. The next frontier is really Tellapur and Osman Nagar. So it's the organic growth, and wherever there's land available, builders will go after it. Very similarly, financial district Kokapet is done, and then next frontier is potentially Budwel. So that's that. There's that organic growth, and last factor being infrastructure development. We've seen a lot of radial roads connecting and improving the connectivity, especially to ORR, and as a result, major projects get unlocked, especially in the newer areas. So that's what's driving launches. And I hope that gives you a good sense of where these projects are coming up, which of these projects or locations are better suited for end use investment potential. Now, with that, let's go a little deeper and explore some of the projects. I will not go into a whole lot of detail. I think I've mapped close to about 18 to 20 projects. And I will just quickly zoom into some of the projects that have already out there, shared a lot of information about their plans, etc. I will leave this project called Within Earth. There's still, you know, quite a bit of work to be done to get this out in the market, but it's a very exciting project. It is similar to some of the total environment work that you would have seen in Bangalore sorts. Now coming to Kokapet, Where do we see most of these projects? I think high concentration in Neopolis. There's MS in Reality, which is the pharma guys. They have a land parcel here, so there's potentially one project that you can expect. There is Rajapushpa, Skyrina, I think is the name. It's incorrectly mapped on the Google Maps. Just GHR and APR groups that are also set to launch. I've also mapped the just launched ones. For example, Brigade Gateway has just come out in the market. There's Trilight Neopolis, and then there is My Home Vanya that is also set to launch. All of this is the Neopolis cluster. More and more supply gets added to this area. Then you have a project by DSR SSI Group, or here more specifically these SSI Group, abutting Neopolis with access road that is said to be laid, that connects Golden Mile layout all the way to Neopolis. And this project will be bang on that road, also set to launch this year. Couple of other projects that might be of interest. Navnami Babylon. This Navnami group has done a few projects. The most recent one is the Megalio launch at Appa Junction. This is again on that road that connects Golden Mile to Neopolis. There is a very small boutique project that's marked as Eleganta Infra, but it's essentially by a couple of groups. Infra and potentially RR Corp. They're the ones who are doing the mall here. They own a land parcel. There are a couple of boutique projects that are set to come along this road. When I mean boutique, maybe under 100, 1 acre land parcel, one tower with like 5 units, that sort of a thing. Again, just out in the market, Godrej, Madison Avenue, their first entry into foray into Hyderabad as a market. The couple of builders that have actually entered, Brigade and Godrej, their first time projects in Hyderabad. This goes to show that a lot of the builders have done their research and entered the market. So just the competition heating up predominantly means the price points will go up as well. While the supply is a different side of things, but competition heating up essentially means price points drive up. A couple of other projects that are interesting. Most of these are apartments, by the way. So this Sri Varaha group, there also is a hoarding on this particular road. The project name is Tarang. It should be coming about in this particular land parcel. Great specs, good density or reasonable density, I would say, with sizes ranging all the way from 3,000 to 9,500. So if anyone is interested, feel free to drop a comment. And then there's somewhere around here Phoenix Villas that are coming up. I don't know a whole lot of details at this point, but they're expected to be 40 crore in price point. Then last couple of projects again by Myscape Road. This is the Myscape Road for those who you don't know, and this is the Myscape Road extension. There's Songs of the Sun, again pretty new. They've actually a swanky office that they've come up with, a sales office, which is this with the model flat. Songs of the Sun, promising again, good location. In fact, I think for those who prefer less noise, less crowd, it's not on the service road or main road, so it's better from that perspective. There's also another project by Myscape. This is again ultra luxury segment, 10,000 square feet, 1.3 acres, only 56 units. They're actually done by one of the very premium architects based out of Mumbai. It's called Rishabh Parekh. So yeah, they've brought in the best of the minds to get this project going. So that's also touted to launch this year. So yeah, that's enough about Kokapet and Neopolis. Hopefully you get an idea. Price point 9,000 to 13,000, some touching even 15, 16,000. Ample amount of supply, great end user market. Moving on to the next cluster, we have a few projects here. Again, the ones that I know. If I've missed any, feel free to comment. These are the ones that I know. There is DSR altitudes. I've not mapped, but this is again just out in the market, selling at about 7,500 in a construction link plan. And then you have an upcoming project by Ananda Homes, Sky 49. I've taken the liberty to add the pinpoint here. In my view, it's not on maps yet, but it's right next to that Ozone Heights. It's 49 in floors. I think their floor plans also look attractive. This is potentially the only big sized community because most of their homes are around 3,000 square feet. So that's interesting, and this is on that uh, road connecting to ORR. So there's one road that is RR30 that goes to the ORR, and there's this other one. And then closer to RR7, I believe there'll be a new project launched by my home group this year. Although I could be wrong about the timeline, but something that if you're interested, they will have another project along this line. So RR7 has already Tridasa, and then this is Vipina, and then this is the third project that they have in pipeline. The couple of other projects, I think these folks have been waiting in queue for RERA approval for a while now. Anuhar Sun Towers, I think they have their office somewhere around, yeah, I think this is their office, but I think they should be able to launch this year. For a while, I know they've been stuck, um, but potentially these two projects come out and increase the affordability of this location. So yeah, if you're looking for investment or affordability, I think this is a great bet. All right, lastly, to close off Budwel, there's one exciting project which is Prestige Spring Heights. If you're keen, feel free to drop a comment. They're taking some initial interest to see, rough sense of market and price point. I believe it is quite dense in my opinion. It's about 10.6 acres, 1656, ranging from 1500 to 3200. So as you can say, it's about 160 units plus per acre. So quite dense. The price point is to be decided, but will be ballpark around 7,500. There's a road that will actually be coming up, so it's along this road, and they have a five-star hotel opposite Prestige Spring Heights. This is actually the incorrect map location. This is their current site office, but the actual project will be here. Yes, yeah, it'll be somewhere around here. So yeah, there's a very similar to Neopolis. There'll be a bridge that you can get on to ORR. You don't have to take the full circle and go to the exit, but there's an easier way to access the ORR. So that's what makes it very exciting. All right, so that's everything that we had. Hopefully that gives you a good sense of what to expect in 2025, especially when it comes to apartments. If you're interested, if I've missed any, feel free to keep me honest and comment like you always do. And with that, we'll call it a wrap, and happy 2025 again to all of you. Thanks for watching.